My name is Roy Muise. I am a person who's been living with a mental illness for most of my life. I had a reasonably well-paying job at one time, working as an assistant store manager. And then when I became acutely ill, I did miss a fair amount of time from work because I was in and out of hospital for a while, and then reached the stage where I actually had to stop working. And I ended up actually living in 2 or 3 different rooming houses around the city because it was all that I could really afford. Even when I got well enough to go back to work and actually got a half-decent job, like I mentioned earlier, that fear was always in the back of my head. Yeah, I could afford to get a nicer apartment, move to a nicer area, and things like that. But what if I get really sick again? I had heard some years ago that Affirmative Industries was looking at getting into housing. And then as things progressed and got to the point where this building where I am now was built, I was eligible for applying for an apartment and did, and was really pleased to be accepted. We're allowed to live here for 5 years. The rent is such that if I have to stop work because of my illness and do go back on CPP, I know that I can afford to stay here. There won't be any problem. And the other thing is, what makes this building kind of unique too, is that we all have our own equity fund. And it means monthly we put money aside, but it's also matched by other sources and everything, so that at the end of the year, at the end of the 5 years, we should have a fair amount of savings that can be used for different things. And for a lot of people, we have huge gaps in our work history, and we don't have the opportunity, or haven't had the opportunity maybe, to build up savings, to build up some sort of retirement plan, and we needed that opportunity. Number one, I'm no longer ashamed to invite people to come to my home because it's a beautiful spot here, and I've gone from somebody who was averaging 2 to 3 hospitalizations a year to someone who hasn't been hospitalized now for 8 years. And I still have to take medication. I still have periods of depression. But because of changes and things like that I've made in my life, I'm able to continue on. And it's just a really good feeling and a really good experience.